That means that I have 3 students with disabilities in New York City. They all have taken the bus at one point. I have 3 students still on the bus of 4 of my children. Let me tell you a story. I have a student that has an IEP. He has disabilities and he needs to be serviced in a specialized program. This program doesn't exist in my district. So he has to be bused 2 districts away to go get what he needs from our school city's education system. He has a little sister. She's in Gen Ed. She doesn't have disability. She's 2 years younger. For 3 years, I fought for busing for my child so they could both get to school. I had to put one kid on the bus in the morning and then leave and go take the other child to the same school. I had a bus coming to my house for 3 years and was denied busing for my student who did not live in my district because I lived too far. That doesn't make any sense. Our students have a right to an education. I have a right to a school. I have a student sibling priority right that my child should be able to go to school with her sibling and that they should both be able to get there together on time, safely, in a bus that it has air conditioning and heat when it's hot or cold outside. That when it breaks down, there's another bus that can come. That there's a system to track these repairs to make sure that these buses are fixed and they come the next day. That they're working the next day. That our staff aren't sitting on these buses that are too hot waiting for our students to come out of school. That our matrons are comfortable, that they have rights, that our drivers have rights. Our staff need to be comfortable and they need to have their rights intact to get our students to school. No driver should be fined for having a crooked tie, and that fine costs more than what they're going to make that entire day to drive that route. We have paras that have to be on the bus for hours with these students. They shouldn't have to be on a hot bus. They shouldn't have to be on the bus for 2 hours. They should get paid for the time that they're on these buses. So when they get to the other side of town, they can now transport themselves back to where they live because they gave something up to take your kids to school. And for everybody that thinks this doesn't affect them, you're walking around with your kids. You have grandkids. You were a kid. Your child will be in school one day. Your child will have children in school one day, and they might need to take the bus. If we don't get the school bus Bill of Rights signed, your child won't have rights. They will be on a hot bus. They might be there for more than 2 hours. You're going to be asking, where's my bus? Where's my money? Where's my para? I still have 24 students that don't have bus paras today in my school. It is May 15th. School started September 13th and my kids don't have bus paras. I have families that got ACS called on them because they can't get their kids to school and the coding isn't properly input, so people don't know that it's a transportation issue. And then we got money for attendance. We need to monitor this attendance. We need to make sure that if a kid is not in school, that we know why. If it's for transportation, that we're fighting for them to get to school, that we make sure that bus shows up, that it has staff, that it has been checked, that it has dual air control, that they're gonna be safe. A school bus in summer with no AC does not have safe ventilation. We're in endemic mode. There's still COVID. Our students and staff are not safe and it's not fair. And this is your money. These are your tax dollars. You should be asking, where are their buses? Where are their paras? Where is my money? Thank you.